Hello, everybody. Hello. This is Aunty. Thank you guys for watching. I have some information for you today. It's not the regular schedule that I have, but I'm giving you information that I have today. So check it out and listen. You guys will hear some good news. You may hear some bad news. You may hear some news that's kind of undecisive. But whatever the case, I have news for All right, you guys, I'm getting it together. I found out some information for everybody, and hopefully this will be some good news, some bad news, something that you can use and take forward from here. One thing I want to show you is if you guys eat, let's see if that's not what I want. Okay. If you guys eat a lot of fruit, like I do, I eat a lot of fruit. This seasoning right there, oh my gosh, it's a Hispanic seasoning, Mexican seasoning. You put it on your fruit. Oh, it has a salt, chili, lime flavor. And they said Tangem is the magical Mexican seasoning you need in your life. And it gives your food life. Oh my goodness. I love that seasoning. They said you can also put it on corn. I put it on the Mexican corn. Fresh watermelon. Frozen mango popsicles. And also I put it on apples. I put it on peaches, pears. Just about any fruit there is, I put it on there. Just sprinkle a little on there. You can use it on pineapples and cucumbers. And they said it perks up your pineapples and cucumbers, or rim your drinks like micheladas and Bloody Marys. This seasoning Tangem was invented in 1985 by Horatio Fernandez, who was inspired by his grandmother's signature chili sauce that he would obsessively slather on corn. So if you ever eat Mexican corn, you get this and you put on there, and it tastes so good, you guys, so good. Now the bit of bad news that I have is that I was checking out and seeing and listening to some of what the doctors and the experts are saying, is that possibly by Thanksgiving, the U.S. is going to go into shutdown. And so they're going to cancel all of your family gatherings for Thanksgiving, because our numbers for the coronavirus are tripling or doubling and tripling in some states. Right now, there are some states and cities that are being shut down. Now, here's another thing that I have found, and I'm sorry, feel like something's crawling on my nose, piece of hair or something. I found this kind of troubling, is that they were talking about putting Lysol up your nostrils. And this is something crazy that this Donald Trump had been saying a lot about, and I don't believe that Purell or Lysol disinfect the air, and can you use Lysol or Purell to put in your nose to kill the germs? And this is what the answers were for that. I'm going to read what it says. This came out just yesterday. And it says, each week we answer frequently asked questions about life during the coronavirus crisis. If you have a question you'd like us to consider for a future post, email at goatandsoda@npr.org or the weekly coronavirus questions. And it says, when I get in my car, I always use a squirt of hand sanitizer for my hands with the tips of my forefinger and thumb. I then rub some of the sanitizer just inside my nostrils. Does this have any helpful or detrimental effect? And then the person said, wait, what? Well, good for you for remembering the hand sanitizer for your hands. The Center for Disease and Control Prevention says keeping your hands clean is always important to reduce infection, but especially so now to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. But not in your nose. An emergency physician and public health professor at George Washington University, her name is Lena Nguyen. She says putting hand sanitizers in your nostril isn't a barrier to breathing in the virus. So the best thing is to wear your mask. No hand sanitizers up your nose. It says if your hands come in contact with the virus, say by touching a steering wheel that someone with COVID has sneezed on, then using hand sanitizer can kill the virus from your hands and keep it from entering your body if you touch the mucous membranes in your nose, eyes, or mouth. And they're also forgetting your ears is also a port of contact. They said, but hand sanitizers on your hands or in your nose won't keep you from inhaling the virus particles. So no hand sanitizer up your nose. Let me see what it says. It says use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol, recommended percentage for wiping out viral particles. Now, I remember them saying when you use hand sanitizer, make it 70% to 99% alcohol to make it more effective. So they may have lowered it, but for me, I will still say I will go the 70 and above. And it says squeeze out enough hand sanitizer to cover all surfaces of your hands. After applying hand sanitizer, rub your hands together until they feel dry, about 20 seconds. Do not rinse or wipe off the hand sanitizer before it's dry, or it may not work well against germs. Because I know some of us, we put a lot of hand sanitizer and we don't give it time to dry, and we have a habit of wiping off the excess. Don't wipe off the excess, just let it air dry naturally. Hand sanitizer does have a shelf life, so get a new bottle when this one reaches its expiration date. So if you get a hand sanitizer and it says to date that it's over, do not buy it. If it has a week expiration date on it, like say you go and buy it today and it's out next week, do not buy it. Let the store know, hey, you have some hand sanitizer that's about to expire. They could discount it, or just don't fool with it at all. And it says consider storing that sanitizer in the purse or any carrying case you typically bring with you to when you go to get in your car. This sanitizer can evaporate from heat if left in the car, and you may find yourself with none to use when you need it. Okay. Now, on to the Lysol. The question that was asked is, we want to plan a birthday party for 13 people. We are all committed to wearing masks and social distancing. Would it help to spray Lysol in the air or in the rooms every 30 to 60 minutes to help with disinfecting the air? The only time we wouldn't have on a mask is to eat. And the answer is we hate to be a literal party pooper, but in a word, no. And this is said by Steve Bennett, a senior vice president of scientific and regulatory affairs at the Household and Commercial Products Association, the trade association for cleaning products such as Lysol. A disinfectant spray is actually designed for surface use, so spraying it in the air will not be effective in protecting indoor guests from COVID-19. He adds that there are no sprayable household products currently registered with the Environmental Protection Agency that can be used to disinfect the air. And as we reported in an earlier FAQ, portable air cleansers or cleaners can limit the spread of the virus via long-range airborne particles by capturing most of those particles in a HEPA filter and cleaning the air at a rate of up to 6 times per hour. So there you go. There's nothing that you can spray in the air that will stop the coronavirus. And do not put hand sanitizers in your nose. Okay. Hey D. Hello Ethnic Radio Reels. How are you? Thanks for watching. For you guys that are new coming in, please hit the like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. It lets me know that I'm reaching someone and you guys are listening to me and you like what I say. Okay, now I have another bit of news that I've checked out for people that like to go shopping for Black Friday. I have an early list, partial list I should say, of what's going on sale for Black Friday. I'm searching for that list right now. I didn't write it down because it's a lot of stuff. Okay, Black Friday 2020, the best early deals available now. And this is what I have. They have the Apple Watch SE for $230. AirPods for $99. The Amazon Echo Show 8 for $65 and an Instant Pot for $49. Let's see if I can get pictures for you. And these are all at Walmart. This is what the Apple Watch looks like. And they have that one on sale for $229.99. Well, $230 basically. Okay. Now the Instapot, it is a 6-quart 9-in-1 programmable, like a crock pot type of deal. And this is what that pot looks like. So if you guys are interested in buying a programmable crock pot, Instapot, that's what they have on sale. And these are all at Walmart. And this is $49. You are saving $50 on this. Your Apple AirPods 2nd generation. I'm sorry if this is blurry, but this is what your AirPods look like, you guys. Okay, next we have the Fire TV Stick Light. It is $18. They have this on sale at Amazon. You are saving $12 on this. And by the way, you save $59 on the AirPod. So the Fire Stick is $18. I think I'm going to take them up on that offer. And this is what it looks like. I have a couple of these already, and they show great. You get to watch, if you get it jailbroke, if anybody wants to know how to jailbreak them, you can email me once you get it, and I can kind of talk you through how to do it. This is your Fire Stick. If you have internet, it'll work. You'll be able to watch all the movies. Movies that are new coming out in the theaters, movies that have been in the theaters in the past that you have not been able to watch. You can see all of that on Fire Stick. There's a $12 savings on that. They also have a TCL 55-inch Android TV, and they have that on sale for $250 at Best Buy. And this TV also works with your Fire Stick. And if you have internet, you'll be able to watch a lot of stuff through this, because sometimes your TVs have a lot of that stuff added in there. So that's that. Let's see. I have a couple more things. The Lenovo Yoga. That is a laptop computer. You're saving $400 with this right now at Best Buy. They will have it on sale for $1,200. And this is the laptop that they will have on sale. They have the Bose Quiet Comfort 35 Second Series wireless Bluetooth headphones. They will be $199 with a $100 savings on Amazon. And those are what your headphones look like. Okay, now they have the Amazon Echo Show 8, which will be $65 on Amazon with a $65 savings. This is what this looks like. You guys, they have some good savings here. If anybody likes the RoboVac, they have a EUFY RoboVac 25C Wi-Fi connected robot vacuum, which will be $99 at Walmart with a saving of $50 on that. So it's like one of those iVac, robot vacs. And Roomba, that's what it is. And this is what it looks like. It's like a Roomba. So they are having some sales going on right now. Walmart's Black Friday had kicked off on the 4th. So they have some of those going on right now. So you guys go and grab some of that stuff up. Okay. Now, let's see. Hey, Audrina. Hi, Lisa. All right, you guys. I gotta find it. I had looked up some information on what they were talking about as far as what they were going to do with the stimulus. Let's see. I can get this for you here. Let me see. I gotta get the ad. Wait for the ad to go through. I don't want the ad. Let me see. I want to fast forward it to where it was talking about. Now, Trump is still saying he's not going to leave. He's not taking this loss very well. Let me see. Biden's winning North Carolina here too. So again, all you need is 270 to win. So it does look like Joe Biden will be declared the winner of the presidential 2020 race. Okay, however, here it goes. That is at least temporarily, because President Donald Trump has refused to accept Joe Biden as the victor and promises to challenge pretty much everything he can in court with lawsuits and possibly all the way up to the Supreme Court. Okay, wait a minute. I want to give credit to It's Jimmy. He's another YouTuber that I follow, and I asked him if it would be okay if I shared it, and he said it would be fine. So you guys check him out, subscribe to him. It's called It's Jimmy, and he tells you everything stimulus. So I'm going to get on to his several different pieces of really good news for you guys. Number one is, with Joe Biden now probably going to be the president, obviously we think Trump's going to, challenge all these things with lawsuits, and we'll have to see what happens. But it does look like Joe Biden will be the president. And the thing about it is that the Democrats want to spend more money than Republicans. Nancy Pelosi wants to pass 2 stimulus checks, one now and one before Joe Biden comes into office in January of 2021. And Joe Biden is already starting to talk about passing stimulus, and that the economy needs more stimulus, and that Americans need more stimulus now. So honestly, this is probably good news, because we really need more stimulus. I mean, that's why the majority of you guys watch this channel, is because we need more stimulus. And we know that Nancy Pelosi has been delaying the stimulus package for months because of the election. Joe Biden says, quote, "Yesterday, Senator Harris and I held meetings with groups of experts on public health and the economic crisis this country is facing. More than 20 million people are on unemployment. Millions are worried about making rent and putting food on the table. Our economic plan will put a focus on the path to a strong recovery." Now, we know that Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi want to spend more money than what the Republicans want. And I mean, this is good news, at least in the stimulus world, because Nancy Pelosi wants to get a check out now before the end of the year. And this is also good news because Mitch McConnell, surprisingly, the leader of the Senate Republicans, actually wants to get a stimulus package done now also, which was pretty shocking to me when we first learned about that, because Mitch has been kind of known as a Grinch of the stimulus check world. And for him to come out with positive news saying that it's their number one priority to work on more stimulus after the election, and they're going to be doing that within the next 48 hours. Honestly, everybody is saying that it's really good news. Mitch McConnell wants more stimulus. Nancy Pelosi wants 2 stimulus checks before the election. And we know that Joe Biden and the Democrats want to spend more money than the Republicans. Nancy Pelosi wants to spend a record $3 trillion stimulus bill, which would provide stimulus checks. It would provide an unemployment extension update of $600 per week for people that have lost their jobs, of $600 bonus money per week on top of your state unemployment. There's money for mortgage and rental assistance in there that will likely give you additional thousands of dollars to help you pay your mortgage or your rent. There's student loan forgiveness in there. There's a couple different student loan forgivenesses in there. One, in the CARES Act 2.0, there was a provision in there that you could have up to $10,000 of student loans basically just forgiven. Again, this is Nancy Pelosi's bill and the Democratic bill, and now that there's going to be a Democratic president, this makes all this much more likely to happen. Also, Democrats Elizabeth Warren and Chuck Schumer actually have proposed a bill within the last month or so
that can actually forgive up to $50,000 of student loans. And this doesn't actually need to even be passed by Congress. This can be passed through a presidential executive order. So Joe Biden, or even President Donald Trump, if he wanted to do this before he leaves office, again, if that holds up in court, Joe Biden could actually do this with a presidential executive order as soon as he comes into office. Now, the U.S. House of Representatives is going to be retained and controlled by the Democrats. We don't know if Nancy Pelosi is going to be the speaker again, as she's bidding to be the speaker again, but a lot of Democrats and Republicans are speaking out against her, saying that they need somebody new who's actually going to make progress. But now that the election's over and, you know, quote, I don't want President Donald Trump to get a stimulus check out with his name on it.
Okay, I gotta get rid of the commercials. I told you 48 hours. So come Monday, they will be going into meetings, signing paperwork or whatever they gotta do to get the stimulus passed. And within, I say 2 weeks, we should be starting to see money rolling out before Thanksgiving. And if, with that being said, even with the shutdowns that are coming for Thanksgiving, it's going to be chaotic because, for one, Black Friday is coming, Thanksgiving is coming, the coronavirus is here and it's getting out of control. We are doubling and tripling our numbers in some places. People need to buy things. People are going to be scrambling, doing last minute things for the holidays, and just things is going to be in an uproar. The new president is here. Trump is not going to go without kicking and fighting and screaming and all of this. So with the way things are, it's getting ready to be chaotic. So you guys, be careful, be safe, beware of your surroundings. They are still snatching women with the sex trafficking. They're still snatching kids, even through Corona. You're not hearing about it as much because they're giving precedence over the Corona over these kidnappings and the snatching of women and children. But not only that, women are being killed at an alarming rate. I was going to bring this into play today, but the families of the victims, recent, as one was just happened last night and one was not even a month ago, both families said that they weren't able to do it today, that possibly tomorrow. So I'm still working on getting them tomorrow. I just told you about another young lady that was pregnant, that was 8 months pregnant, that her baby daddy killed her. The baby was born. The baby is safe, healthy baby. The baby's perfect. But the mother was shot 10 times or something similar to that. The mother was killed. Whereas I told you my niece that was shot over the summer and killed, the baby also died. Well, I'm going to go back into, get this back up
for the election. Now that that's not really a concern anymore, that the election's over, we might see a different Nancy Pelosi who actually wants to make a deal. We know that Democrats want to spend more money. I mean, Nancy Pelosi had that $3.4 trillion HEROES Act, and then she reduced it down to $2.2 or $2.4 trillion. You know, the Republicans have typically wanted to spend less. They started off at only $500 billion, then they went up to $1 trillion, and then the White House, as they desperately tried to make a deal with Nancy Pelosi, finally went up to $1.9 trillion. But Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats always wanted to spend more. So now we're going to have a Democratic president. We're going to have a Democratic House of Representatives. And that leaves us left with the Senate. And as you can see here with the Senate, it's currently 48 Republicans to 48 Democrats, with 4 seats still left to be decided. And what's interesting is the 2 different seats out of Georgia are both going to go to what's called a runoff election, which will be on January 5th, because neither of the several different candidates there because there's 2 different seats there up for re-election. None of them got enough votes. Georgia law has a law that says you need 50% of the votes at least to be declared the winner outright. So even if you're winning, but you have 49.9%, you actually don't have enough votes in Georgia law. So as you can see here, David Perdue, who's a Republican, has 49.8%, just less than what he needs. And John Ossoff, who's from the Democratic Party, has about 48%. So this is actually going to go to a runoff on January 5th, where they're going to basically re-vote on this, and it can go either way. The other seat is being controlled by a Democrat, but only with 33%, because there's 2 different Republicans running here. One has about 25-26%, and the other one has 20%. So right now, anything can happen with this Senate race being 48-48. If the Democrats somehow pull this off and get 50 of the 50 votes, 50 seats for the Republicans, the Democrats don't necessarily need a majority here, because if they get 50 seats, and it's 50-50, the deciding vote, the tiebreaker, goes to the vice president, which will be Joe Biden's vice president, Kamala Harris. So if you've heard anything about the blue wave, that is basically the Democrats. This is what Nancy Pelosi thought would happen, and it still could happen. There's still a chance. Joe Biden's been declared the winner. We know it's going to be challenged. The Democrats have controlled the House. That's pretty much for certain. And it's almost a 50-50 toss-up in the Senate. If the Democrats can win 50 seats, then it'll be a 50-50 tie. And on any 50-50 tie, the vice president will be the tiebreaker, who is Democrat Kamala Harris, of course, if all this goes to plan. So the Democrats could actually achieve this blue wave, where it'll be a blue House, blue Senate, and a blue presidency, blue obviously for Democrat. And if that happens, they'll have pretty much free reign to pass almost anything they want. Any bill they want, they can pass it pretty much without ease. There is the filibuster rule in the Senate that will stifle some things. Some things you can pass with only 51 votes in the Senate due to the reconciliation rule. I'm not going to get too deep into this. This is very complicated. But some bills in the Senate, you need 60 votes. Some bills in the Senate, you only need 51 votes. Anything that needs 51 votes, if the Democrats can get their 50 votes in the Senate with the tiebreaker, they will actually be able to pass it without any Republican support at all. But the Republicans will be able to contest some things with the filibuster rule, where you need 60 votes. So the Republicans will still have some control. It is likely that the Republicans will win the Senate at this point, but it's close to a 50-50 chance. I mean, maybe the Republicans are leading by a little bit right now, 60-40, but it's really going to depend on these runoff races in Georgia for the Senate, because if we see a large Democratic turnout and a large Democratic push, then honestly the Democrats could push enough to get those 50 votes and create a tie in the Senate. Now, I know probably about 50% of you guys are Republicans and about 50% of you guys are Democrats. I don't try to see things in black and white like that. I try to just report to you guys what.
Okay.
You're not using the safe trade formula.
Now, as far as the shutdown, how they're going to do it, this is what they're talking about. They want to do, it's called a Irish something or another. I'm going to try to see if I can fast forward it to that part, so he can explain to you what that is. They're saying that we were going to get $70 million more in payments. So that means we'll be getting a stimulus sometime soon, and then we'll get another one probably, if not January, we will get another one in February, and possibly if we could get one once Biden gets fully into the office, he could go in and start signing right away, because he said once he gets in office, he is going to give us a second stimulus. So we get one before and one right when he gets in office. So hopefully that'll be in January. We should get another check in February. I don't know, but I hope it's before March, because right now, as it is, we got that last stimulus in March. Here it is, what? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months. The second stimulus, and it'll be going into a year for another stimulus. So I guess that what they're saying they're going to do is, with this $600, it may go retro for unemployment. The $600 may go retro, and which will be back from September 6th on up to date. So that's a nice chunk of money that everybody that's on the unemployment should get that. Like, once again, they're going to go back retro $600 from September 6th on up to date, and the $600 into January. And then once January hits, we don't know if they'll have to come up with something new then, if they're going to give it another pandemic extension on unemployment, or they're going to do something. And they're going to try to figure out how to give payments to help people with that are short on, that are not making them enough money to, or no money to pay their mortgages or their rent or property taxes or whatever it is that you have to pay. They're trying to figure out a way how they're going to get this money to people and figure out how much the amount is. It may be one set amount, because some people pay low money, some people pay a lot of rent or mortgage, but they're trying to say the average is $1,200. How do they know that? Even with helping people pay on utility bills, how do they know what your utility bills are a month? How do they know what your mortgage, your rent, or your taxes are a month on your property taxes? They don't know this. So maybe you have to submit something to them so that they know the amount that you pay. That this is something that they're going to figure out and let everybody know about getting people's stuff paid. So let me see while I'm trying to find.
It's critical for us to be able to
I hate that it gets the commercials in there. I hate these commercials. I just want to go through and get what I want. Let's see.
Spam folder. So just post it down in the comments, and if you see anybody posting about, hey, there's more stimulus.
No, that's not it.
This money for families. So this is
Oh, here's where he's talking about it.
my county. Thumbs up or like that comment so it moves to the top, so we can find out about more stimulus for more people.
The reason that is because I just found out about another stimulus I got two of them here. First is Pasco County, Florida, is providing money for mortgage and rental assistance, utilities, all sorts of things here. Unfortunately, this one has already run out of money, and that's why it's important that we kind of work together as a community. So
See, this is what I was telling you guys, to try to call the United Way 211. Ask them, is there any kind of assistance that they have? A homeless prevention service that helps families or people that are behind on your utility bills, your rent payments, your mortgage, or help with food, anything. They have programs out there that will help you. They have the money. I have gum in my mouth. They have the money to help you, and it's like a first come first serve basis, so you got to try to get in on it pretty quick. I'm trying to find the one that I was telling you guys about. Where, no, what is it doing? He was breaking it down of how they're going to start doing the shutdowns and what's going to happen. Let me see. I gotta go to his thing. Yeah, they were talking about trying to get Nancy Pelosi fired, you guys, and they said that they don't want to deal with her anymore because of she wants to keep putting things on hold and don't want to give any money to help the people, and she's holding everybody up. Let's see.
Parties have expected to be incredibly expensive, according to the Center of Responsive 50%. And John Ossoff,
I think this may be it.
Republicans, Kelly Loeffler, and
nope, this ain't it. I don't know what's going on. Why I can't find it now. But he was telling and explaining how it was gonna go to show you about how they do the lockdowns. It's called the Irish something or another. I'll have to look it up and find it for you guys. But it's where there's not going to be anything inside. Everything is going to be shut down from you being able to be inside. If you have church, you're going to have to hold church service outside and no more than 25 people. I believe that's outside. And certain outside functions, even eating outside, they're only going to allow like 10 people outside until they finally decide that they're going to stop that altogether. But it's crazy. It's really crazy. Hey, Infiltration. Yes, Audrina, I did. Hello, Betty White. How are you? Hey, Goldilocks. Hey, Lisa. You guys, can I get you guys to hit that like button for me, please? Okay. I'm going to look up your numbers for you. I don't have them to put up on the screen, so I'm going to look them up, and I will just tell you some of the numbers, what we have. Okay, and I will show you them. So as of today, what we have for the coronavirus, we are at 10,177,550 confirmed coronavirus cases, with 243,245 deaths. This is what our numbers are right now in the U.S. Okay. Texas is still at number 1. Okay, let me flip this out of the screen. Okay, there you go. Texas is still at number 1. And these are what the numbers are. I will read them to you. Texas is at confirmed cases at 1,012,426 confirmed, with 19,247 deaths. California, 970,382 confirmed, 17,963 deaths. Florida, 837,077 confirmed, 17,100 deaths. New York, 562,365 confirmed, 33,801 deaths. Illinois, 477,978, 477,978 confirmed, 10,488 deaths. Georgia, 404,622 confirmed, 8,647 deaths. North Carolina, 291,245 confirmed, 4,605 deaths. Let's see. I'm just reading random ones. If you guys have one that you want me to read, let me know. New Jersey has 257,844 confirmed with 16,559 deaths. That's a lot to be such a small state. Arizona, 257,000. I just lost it. Okay. 257,384 confirmed with 6,147 deaths. Ohio, 245,727 confirmed, 5,548 deaths. Michigan, 229,003 confirmed with 7,945. Indiana, 205,722 confirmed with 4,590 deaths. Louisiana, 186,695 confirmed with 6,016 deaths. South Carolina, 184,742 confirmed, 4,015 deaths. Minnesota, we are at 174,954 confirmed with 2,679 deaths. Iowa, 149,425 confirmed, 1,830 deaths. Oklahoma, 131,751 with confirmed with 1,429 deaths. Nevada, 108,746 confirmed with 1,850 deaths. Kansas, 99,204 confirmed with 1,166 deaths. Let's see. Hawaii, we have 15,691 confirmed with 219 deaths. Puerto Rico, 71,532 confirmed with 862 deaths. The Northern Mariana Islands, they are 98 confirmed with 2 deaths. It must not be very many people on that island. The Wuhan repatriated is still only at 3 and no death. The Diamond Princess, the ship, there with 46 confirmed cases and no death. Okay, let's see. Worldwide, what we have is 50,150,114 confirmed cases of coronavirus with 1,255,535 deaths. And of those, 35,528,471 people have recovered. So, right now, with our daily cases worldwide, we are looking at a little over, I want to say, 605,000 people a day are new cases of coronavirus, whereas the death rate is pretty much, this is how the death rate is looking daily. It's spiking at points, going down and spiking, whereas the number of cases is continuously on the incline. So we are looking pretty rocky here right now. And as far as what we have in the countries, what we have, USA is still number one. And these are what we have for the countries right now. I'm gonna, oh, I can't do it. There it goes. Those are what we have for the countries. Sorry, I wasn't prepared to put the numbers up today. Okay. I'm just seeing something that they said something about Donald Trump with indictments. Okay. Trump's post-presidency: stay relevant, make money, and avoid indictments. And they're saying he could try another run for office, launching a new political party, or investing in a conservative outlet, all intended to keep him in the public eye. And they said it all finally caught up to Donald Trump. Trump, who built a brand on projecting indestructibility, has been branded as something he despises: a loser. He hates to lose on anything. Trump, 74, was born into a wealthy family, built a global business with a few bankruptcies along the way, became a reality TV star, and then won the presidency with a non-political experience. It allowed the braggadocious businessman to craft his own legacy, success against all odds. But now investigators are examining whether Trump improperly inflated assets, evaded taxes, and paid off women alleging affairs in violation of campaign finance laws. Women have filed lawsuits accusing him of harassing and assaulting them. Lenders are looking for hundreds of millions of dollars in loans to be repaid. I'm not making this up, and you cannot make this up. This is all in print right here. Wait a minute. I'm trying to find where my finger is. Okay. See right there. Lenders are looking for hundreds of millions of dollars in loans to be repaid. And it said he's lost the legal immunity to the presidency confers on him. He's lost the White House's bully pulpit. He may lose the GOP. So Trump must plot how he can make the money he will need, keep the attention he craves, and evade the authorities probing him. And according to Republicans familiar with the situation, he has already started doing that. When Trump was in the presidency, he put all of his children and family in place so that he was sending them money that they were putting up for him, just for this reason of all the money that he borrowed from places. And he was giving all his friends, making sure all of his friends were filling out these grants and loans for these millions and billions of dollars so that when he's out of presidency, in case he didn't win the election, he can go back and collect the money and start paying off these loans. This man was playing chess while everybody else was thinking checkers. Okay. They said he could start his own conservative network or invest in an existing one, such as Newsmax, whose majority owner is a close friend. Chris Ruddy, another opinion, is One American News Network, a Trump-praising outlet he frequently praises. Then there's the Sinclair Broadcasting, which owns local TV stations across the country. Or maybe Trump launches his own political party. People in his orbit were already teasing another run for president against Joe Biden in 2024, in the days before the race was called. The chatter alone is central to keeping the Trump brand alive as he faces down lawsuits, debt collectors, and criminal investigators. He's also stirring up chatter with lawsuits and recount demands contesting the election results. I told you, this man is not giving up without a fight, you guys. He's gonna nitpick and scrounge everything that he can to try to find a way not to have Biden win. He tried the lawsuits against the polling sites to stop the count and saying that they were fraudulent counts. They were overruled. So it was done. And then he had enough electoral votes by itself for him to win. Okay. Now it says, when you have had a president, with an exception of Nixon, who faced at the moment they leave office these gargantuan shadows, said presidential historian Michael Beschloss, recalling the possible indictments that loomed over Richard Nixon when he resigned the presidency during the Watergate scandal. See, Trump ain't going to let that go for him. He's not going to resign. He drew it out until here. Now it is time for a new election. That's why he didn't want to give out that money. He didn't want to give out the money because he knew he was going to lose. Okay, and it says, but first, there are some business decisions Trump must confront now that the Biden-Trump Democratic rival on Saturday was declared the winner, securing the 270 electoral votes needed to win the presidency. Okay, wait a minute. So it's saying, if I'm reading this right, they're saying that on Saturday, he was declared the winner. What is today? Today is Saturday. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, wait a minute, something ain't right. I'm thinking today is Thursday, y'all. My mind is gone. I was going to say, how he been declared the winner on Saturday and today is Thursday? So that means they knew he won last on Saturday. But today is Saturday. Brain fart, y'all. Forgive me. Okay. So on Saturday, he was declared the winner, securing 270 electoral votes needed to win the presidency. Trump needs to decide whether to resume running his namesake company, which comprises more than 500 businesses. He has more than 500 businesses, including hotels, resorts, and golf clubs. The Trump Organization is presumed to have lost millions of dollars during the coronavirus outbreak, and Forbes estimates that Trump's net worth dropped $1 billion during the global pandemic. That's what they say. If his businesses dropped $1 billion, with his family and friends all put in place where they're getting paid, So So each family member is getting about $1 billion, and I believe he had like 5 or 6 family members in there. So they're getting probably $1 billion for themselves, plus another 2 or 3 billion on top of that. So for every billion he lost, he's gaining 2 or 3 billion. So he's not losing anything at all, but he's gaining money to pay back the loans that he owes. Okay. Trump biographer Michael D'Antonio said Trump has been savvy about exploiting media opportunities throughout his life, whether it's the New York tabloids or The Apprentice. I think it's inevitable that he has media platform, he said. Now the opportunity to broadcast is available to almost anyone at almost no cost. I think people would watch Trump bloviate spontaneously from any outlet that's going to appeal to him immensely. So he's doing things and hiding things, and it's coming to the light now, you guys. So they may have him out. Hey, Real Entrepreneur. Thank you for watching, Lisa. Have a good night. Let me see. You asked a question. I'm going to tell you what the GOP is. Okay. The Republican Party, also referred to as the GOP, is one of the 2 major contemporary political parties in the United States, along with its main historical rival, the Democratic Party. So the GOP that's what it is, Grand Old Party, which is the label that they gave it. So it's the Democratic and the Republican. So I just had something else to pop up here. They said, one second. Okay. After Joe Biden's win over Donald Trump, relief sweeps through America's allies. We all want to invest in our cooperation for a new transatlantic beginning, a new deal. And this is from the German Foreign Minister, Heiko Maas. The Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, and Joe Biden walked down the Hall of Honor on Parliament Hill in Ottawa in December. So Biden and a lot of these prime ministers, this is the Hall of Honor in Parliament. They have been talking a while ago. So when I have told you before that they already have their pick of who they want in the presidency, and Spook has also told you that he thought Biden was going to win, just like Truth has also said that he felt that he was going to win. They handpick out the people who they want for presidency and in offices, and when your time is up and it's time to go, it's time to go. They're going to put somebody else in there. If you fight and kick and do whatever you got to do to try to get out of there, something's going to end up happening. So I think Trump better let it go and just leave while he can. I don't wish nothing ill on nobody, but Trump better leave while he can. They're saying the sighs of relief rippled through capitals of longtime U.S. allies around the world Saturday after Joe Biden became president-elect. Many leaders have been battered by 4 years of the convention-smashing President Donald Trump and see in Biden a counterpart who will try and return America onto a path of multilateralism and international cooperation. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had a fraught relationship with Trump, was amongst the first world leaders to issue a statement congratulating Biden and his running mate Kamala Harris. Our two countries are close friends, partners, and allies. We share a relationship that's unique on the world stage, Trudeau wrote, soon after news emerged that Biden had won the pivotal state of Pennsylvania. According to NBC News projections, I'm really looking forward to working together and building on that with you both. Welcome back, America. They also have the Swedish Prime Minister Stefan Löfven congratulated Biden and mentioned the need for multilateralism, something the Trump administration has explicitly shunned. And he wrote to say, my warmest congratulations to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Looking forward to strengthening excellent U.S.-Swedish relations and to work jointly for materialism, democracy, and global security. Together, we can lead a green transition, creating jobs for the future. New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern had lauded for her response to the coronavirus pandemic and the March 2019 Church Christ Mosque attacks that killed 51 people, celebrating Biden's victory before saying there are so many issues facing the international community. French Prime Minister Emmanuel Macron also noted the international challenges piling up on the president-elect's desk. He said, the Americans have chosen their president. Congratulations at Joe Biden and at Kamala Harris. We have a lot to do to overcome today's challenges. Let's work together. And all of this, you guys, has been sent out to him today. A lot of congratulations from many Europeans made since, given Biden's long track record as a supporter of strong transatlantic ties. So, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, who Trump has publicly criticized, also congratulated Biden, while the country's foreign minister Heiko Maas welcomed the clear figures that propelled Biden to victory. Norbert Röttgen, who's the chair of Germany's parliament and foreign affairs committee, he had welcomed Biden by signal that there may be a return to the way things were before Trump. So, everybody is happy that Trump is out. UK's Prime Minister Boris Johnson also quickly issued a congratulatory message referring to the U.S. as Britain's most important ally. The U.S. is Britain's most important ally. And his message was not as enthusiastic as those of some of his counterparts, but Biden has spoken against Britain's exit from Europe, a cause championed by Johnson, and in December he referred to Johnson as a physical and emotional clone of Trump. So, the U.S. partners are Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Israel, and Egypt. And they said they are going to try to coexist with Biden and make the best of a bad situation from their point of view. So, Russia's President Vladimir Putin has said Moscow will work with any U.S. leader, but Biden's win will be a net negative for Russia. And the reason why that would be a negative, because Putin was in with Trump. And remember, Melania is from Russia. So Donald Trump and Russia are friends. So one good thing is Trump is out, Biden's in. One bad thing, Biden's in. We had no good president that we can have put our faith in, but he's there. Hey, Tanique, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. You guys go to Tanique's, like and subscribe to Tanique Tanique gives you good insight on a lot of things. He just did a report and showed you guys on the King Von murder. He was one of the first people to show the actual clear footage of the murder of him. So, okay, Tanique, I thank you and I appreciate you. So make sure you guys go and check him out. That's a good brother right there. He's the one who pulled me under his wing and brought me in and talked me into starting my own. And once, I was under his wing, he cut me loose, let me fly, because he said I was doing good on my own. And to him, I give him much respect and much appreciation. Hey, real entrepreneur. Okay, you guys. That's all I have for tonight. And make sure you check out Tanique's page. Make sure you follow Spook TV, Spook Media 7, 3, 7, and 12. Make sure you follow The Truth. I believe The Truth is on 3 right now. He hasn't been on here, but he's been throwing little things out here. So make sure you guys check them out, as well as Riverband Out. Private Iris, she hasn't been putting in much up lately. But between all of us, make sure you follow and you like and you subscribe. We appreciate it. Just be watching out for, I will keep up with what they're saying as far as the stimulus for the next 48 hours to find out if they signed something new in effect or exactly when we will be getting the stimulus. I know we will be getting it, hopefully sooner than later. But once again, you guys, make sure you stock up on, get your hand sanitizers while you can. Go borrow some masks from the hospital. Borrow them from the hospitals. Borrow gloves from the hospitals. Stock up on your crackers. Start getting your canned soups. Get your waters. Get your bleach. Get you a charcoal grill and charcoal. Most importantly, make sure you stock up on your water and your food. Get flour. Get your baking soda. Get vinegar. Get cotton balls. Soak your cotton balls in vinegar. Just squeeze out a little bit of the water, the fluid out of it. But get your extra large, I want to say gallon of Ziploc baggies to put your flour in. Put it in the refrigerator. Get your sugar. If you drink soda, stock up on your sodas, but make sure you get your fluids, whatever you drink, stock up on it. Stock up on your soups. Stock up on cold medicines, period. Your vitamins A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin B12, zinc. Stock up on all of this. Get your antibacterial dishwashing liquid, hand soap, hand sanitizers, your toilet paper, your paper towels, aluminum foil, because aluminum is gonna be hard to find. Get you a flashlight, get you a supply of batteries. Like I said, charcoal grill and charcoal. The flashlight, matches, candles, in case we do lose power. In case we do lose our heating source, you'll have your charcoal and be able to get a couple of bricks where you can get a metal garbage can of some type, where you can put them up on bricks to get that can, so you can have a heat source in your house. If you have a fireplace, stock up on firewood. Whatever you can that is not electrical, get you a radio that run off of batteries. Whatever you can get that run off of batteries, find it, buy it. Buy solar powered lights that you can put outside. Put a stake in the ground, put your solar light on there and let it capture the sun. Bring it in the house at night. At least you'll have lights in your house overnight. I have a feeling it's going to get ugly, you guys. Very ugly. So please stock up, stock up, stock up, because we will run into a food shortage. I've spoke to many different agencies with the food shelters and homeless shelters. They're stocking up with their food supply, their blankets, and everything. They said there will be a food shortage come end of January, January, February, March. There will be a food shortage. There will be a low supply on select meats. Like if you eat chicken breast like I do, start buying up those chicken breasts because they will be on short supply. Ground beef may be in low supply. If you eat fish, grab it. Or if you go fishing, catch them fresh. Get them now. They're biting because of the weather is changing. They're biting before they go in hibernation. So with that, you guys, I want to say thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody. I love you guys. You're very welcome, Goldilocks. My heart is so full, you guys. I hear a lot of things, like I was saying. I wanted to bring about and bring to light on the women that are being murdered across the U.S. I told you guys know about my niece. I'm speaking on it, and I'm going to continue to speak on it because I was once a domestic abuse victim, and domestic abuse is running rampant right now. They are still snatching children for the sex trafficking. They are still snatching women. Not only is the police killing our men, our black men or men of color at an alarming rate, racism is still very high and it's out of control. It's blowing up right now since Trump has been in office. It always been there, but it's on a down low. But Trump, with him being in office, it made it seem like it was okay to be that way, and so they're now coming out with it more. We don't know what to expect right now with Biden because he isn't in there. We had a little taste of what he did, but it was kind of dulled down because he was only vice president. He didn't really have a voice to just let everything completely reign free, but now he has the full reins. We will hear what's going on with him. But like I was saying, our women of color is being killed at an alarming rate. My niece it was a girl that was her best friend. They have been friends ever since they were young. She was just murdered last night. I cannot say her name because all of her family still has not been notified. Her father knows about it, but the rest of her family is not aware, so I cannot show her picture or show her name. I'm hoping to talk to her father. Her father said that it was too soon because it just happened last night at 11:30 last night. This girl was killed. I can't say who did it. I don't know. I don't know if they know, but all of the details I was not given, except that she was shot a couple of weeks ago, where her and her boyfriend was in the car together. It went through her side and traveled through her lungs, and the bullet was still in her. They were only in the hospital overnight. The boyfriend shielded her. She was hit once. He got over her and shielded her. They both survived. And I don't know if they were coming after the boyfriend and couldn't get him and got her. But last night, they saw her and they shot her up. She was shot a few times. I'm not certain of how many times. I wasn't given all the details, but I do know that she was shot last night a couple of times and she was killed. I'm not even sure of her exact age right now, but she's, I would say, mid-20s to early 30s, black female in Cincinnati, Ohio. So I will have all of that details for you tomorrow, as well as the details of another woman that was killed here, and they beat her and murdered her and left her in the back seat, and she was found dead. That was my nephew's cousin. I just found out this information. I heard the story, but I didn't know it was that close. So he's also going to come on and speak tomorrow in regards to that. And I will possibly have a picture to show you who she is and have all the details on that. So with that, you guys, I want to say thank you for listening. And please stay tuned tomorrow. This is going to be a tearjerker, I'm sure. And I told him that it would be okay to cry. I don't know if he wants to show his face or not, because I know he gets emotional. And him and his cousin was close. So he said he will be able to talk. It's just he couldn't do it today. So I will have him on tomorrow, and hopefully the young lady out of Cincinnati, I will have her father as well. So yes, I did reach out to Alexis, and Alexis still has not returned my calls. I'm going to reach out to her. This is going to be my final time reaching out to her today in regards to that, and see what she has to say about that. If I can get her on and talk to her and have her to come on and speak her piece on that. So I know the last time I talked to her, she told me I said what I said and I'm not taking it back. And this is when the lady first made a response video to Alexa saying that Marquita something or another was there when Nipsey Hussle was killed. So I'm going to try to get all of that in order for you guys too. So once again, thanks you guys for watching. I love you guys so much. You guys be safe. Start stocking up, even if it's nothing but little things leading up to 2 weeks. I give you 2 weeks and we will be on lockdown. So start preparing now. The more you get, the better. I'd rather you safe than sorry, because we will be on lockdown for 6 to 10 weeks. So that's a month and a half to 2 months and a half. We don't know for sure yet, but it is in 2 weeks. It is definitely 6 weeks at the least, 10 weeks. I'm not going to say at the most. I'll say 6 to 10 weeks at the least. They could draw it out even more. Some countries have been as far as 180 days. We'll know more as it comes, and when I get it, I'll give it to you. So one love, you guys. I thank you and appreciate you so much. You guys be safe. Be blessed. I want you guys to hear this. This is a song that me and Spook has been working on, that Bella, our own Bella's World, had written. So check it out. Thank you guys.
But somehow we got loose from what was oh so tight. Somewhere we went wrong when we were oh so right.
What's a man to do when he just can't take no more?
What's a man to do?
What am I to do when my heart beats me to the door?
Now I've tried and tried again, but now this is the end. Tell me what's the use of holding on if we can't be friends?
I'm emotional and I can't let go. I am trying to hold on.
I'm trying to hold on.
Though it hurts me so,
Hurts me
gotta
so.
let you know
Gotta let
that
you
the
know.
love we once shared now is through. Say goodbye.
You seem to hurt me purposely. I didn't understand it. Oh girl, why me? I had no choice. What was best for us was to terminate our love and be free.
What's a man to do when he just can't take no more?
Oh, what's a man to do?
What am I to do when my heart beats me to the door?
Now we've tried and tried again, but now this is the end. Tell me what's the use of holding on if we can't be friends?
I'm emotional and I can't let
And I can't
go. I
let you
am
go.
trying to hold on.
I'm trying to hold on
Though
to
it hurts me
you.
so,
Oh,
gotta let you know
that the love we once shared now is through.
say goodbye. I'm
Say
emotional
goodbye to you, yeah.
and I can't let go.
Oh, way.
I am trying to hold on.
I'm trying to hold
Though it
on.
hurts me so,
Though it hurts me so,
let you know
gotta let you
that the love we once shared now is through.
love we once
Say
shared.
goodbye to you. What's a man to do when he just can't take no more?
What's a man to
What am I to do
do?
when
Yeah.
my heart beats me to the door?
Now we've tried and tried again, but now this is the end. Tell me what's the use of holding on if we can't be
I'm
friends?
emotional
And I can't let you
I
go.
am trying to hold on.
I'm trying, yeah. I got to let you go.
The love
And I'll
we
let you
once
know
shared
the
now
love that we once shared was
say goodbye.
I'm emotional. Look at me. I can't stop crying. Inside my heart is slowly dying.
So
Oh,
gotta let you know
gotta let you
that
know
the love we once shared now
that the love that we once shared, you know, is through.
not a writer.
Okay.
If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah. If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah.
This is the move for those who